Good evening and welcome to MTV's News Update for today, October 31, 2022. I'm Sandy Ramotar for our top headlines. Agri Ministry to address conflict between rice and cattle farmer. Woman to stand trial for unlawfully killing older lover. And in sport, police force defeat GDF in nail-biting into services cricket final. Now for the news in detail. Canadian High Commissioner, in partnership with the UNFPA, on Monday launched Equal Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights Project to improve the access to sexual and reproductive services to women and girls. Jessica Canada reports.
The Equal Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights SRHR project, first launched in June in Trinidad and Tobago, aims to improve the quality and accessibility of these services across the country. The project targets Indigenous women and girls in regions 1, 7, and 9, Venezuelan migrants, and victims of gender-based violence. Persons of diverse gender identities, marginalized sexualities, sex workers, and persons with disabilities were the risk groups identified. Canadian High Commissioner to Guyana Mark Berman said this initiative will empower women and girls to make informed decisions about their bodies by making SRHR services and education more accessible.
There are still pockets of the population that are unable to access sexual and reproductive health services and support for victims of gender-based violence, and that's why this project was conceptualized.
Planning involved consultation at all levels and close collaboration with the government to deliver on this project, which is a partnership between the High Commission of Canada to Guyana and the UNFPA. Rosemary Ramit, an advocate for persons with disabilities, underscored the importance of ensuring quality care and accessibility of SRHR services to women and girls with disabilities.
It is known that women and girls with disabilities are more likely to experience sexual and gender-based violence, and they are also more likely to be discriminated against and be denied their human rights, especially their reproductive rights.
Persons who are LGBTQ were highlighted as especially at risk in Guyana due to the stigma against the community and the criminalization of same-sex relationships between men. Indigenous women were stated as at risk due to the long-standing societal norms passed down through generations that may cause many of them not to report instances of gender-based violence. Persons residing in Indigenous communities have also reported inequity in access to services as compared to persons living on the coast. The Ministry of Health laments that there have been cases of discrimination in the past in this area of healthcare and welcomes the initiative to strengthen capacity. The ministry will also be implementing telemedicine in Region 9 with the aim of expanding later on. This will give hinterland communities direct access to a higher level of medical expertise. Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vindhya Prasad, underscored the importance of this initiative that targets SDGs 3 and 5.
It is important that we don't look at it in a narrow way, but we look at it exactly as presented this afternoon in the wider context, because it has impact on family life, morbidity, mortality for children and women, and of course the wider social construct that we live in.
Persons who are experiencing gender-based violence or know of someone being abused are urged to contact the 914 hotline. Reporting for MTV's News Update, Jessica Calendar.
Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, recently engaged Berbice rice and cattle farmers and proposed a number of measures to address conflict between these farmers. More in this report.
Conflicts between rice and cattle farmers have long existed across Guyana, but tensions have been heightened within the Berbice region as of recent. Among issues raised during an engagement with the respective farmers were claims of malicious destruction of crops, property, and livestock. Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa promised to heighten police monitoring as well as assemble representatives to more quickly and efficiently address these claims to avoid the ongoing tension.
We'll have representatives from the cattle farmers and representatives from the rice farmers. And the Ministry of Agriculture will also have representatives as rangers to patrol the areas so that we would not have this kind of acquisition where they are saying that people are collecting these animals from the street and the dams and take it to the pond.
He also plans to address the issue of tampering with livestock during the course of this week.
Based on the pond issue that I asked the Attorney General, because we know for a fact that the NDC, they have some ponds here in this community, but I don't know if those ponds are gazetted or are legal. So I've asked the Attorney General to give me a legal opinion what I should do. So he'll give me in the coming week, he'll give me some advice on those issues. But I am hoping that the system that we have put in place here will help.
Minister Mustafa will also be constructing a new fence from number 66 village to number 74 to separate the farmers. He also encouraged cattle farmers to monitor their animals so they do not destroy crops. He will also be looking at ways to zone farmers. Reporting for MTV's News Update, Jessica Calendar.
More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Are you building or renovating your home? Then come to Beeson for a wide range of aluminum and UPVC windows and doors. Get from single hung sash, awning, casement, sliding windows, plus sliding and swinging doors. All our products can be customized and fitted with insect screens and are sealed tight to withstand harsh weather conditions. At Beeson's, we also carry commercial, glass and French doors, showcases, aluminum louvers, curtain walls, aluminum rails, plus sliding and frameless shower doors. So look no further. Visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site or call 622-4197 or 623-4197. Beeson Windows and Doors, built with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
There are 9 food-based dietary guidelines in Guyana for you to follow and live a healthy life. Guidelines 5 and 6 deals with sugar and salt consumption. An important step we can take to watch our sugar and salt consumption is to read food labels. This is very important as there are a lot of sugars and salt in many of the foods we eat and drink. So when we are reading the labels, we need to look, for instance, at the sugar content and the amount stated, and multiply that by the servings per container to know the total sugar in the product. Or we look at the salt or sodium content and the amount stated and multiply that by the servings per container to know the total salt in the product. The daily recommended amount of added sugar for males and females should be 6 teaspoons or less, and the daily recommended amount of salt should be less than 1 teaspoon. For instance, the amount of sugar in this size of soft drink could be as much as 16 teaspoons, and in this kind of drink as much as 10 teaspoons. Please, let's pay attention to what we are eating, as overconsumption of unhealthy foods leads to many illnesses, including high blood pressure, obesity, and heart disease. Come on, Guyana, let's use the food-based dietary guidelines to reach for a better life with good health.
Hi, my name is Jaden Softly, and I'm very excited to have G20 set up this fiber cable. As you can see, I'm young, so I'll be using this Wi-Fi, this internet, to be doing my everyday browsing and searching and, just my homework and assignments, playing games, watching YouTube, the regular stuff. I really enjoy this service. I think it's extremely great. And you also have like the free minutes, so for that, if you're in trouble, you call your parents or someone.
The Gift Center, conveniently located at 46 Hatfield Street opposite the White Castle Fish Shop, we are the best place to find quality products for yourself, your home, or a friend. Display your cherished memories in the perfect picture frame. Shop from a great selection of accessories for men, such as belts, wallets, and more. And for the women, find a great selection of handbags to suit your taste. Choose your signature scent or a timeless classic from our wide array of ladies and gents designer fragrances. We offer a range of innovative games that will guarantee you many hours of unspeakable fun. Enhance the decor of your home with beautiful lamps and unique wall art, just to name a few. The Gift Center, where quality is never compromised.
Hello, homeowners and painters. We're happy with the response we have gotten. Thank few. As such, we're now offering the multi-surface roof, floor, and wall polyurethane paint at a special reduced price of $2,500 per 1.5 gallons bucket. This paint can be used on wood, concrete, zinc, and metal. Don't forget we have a new shipment of oil paint with shades such as Morning Glory, Nantucket Gray, White, and many more familiar shades to choose from. The water-based paint at $3,600 per gallon and the oil-based paint for $4,300 per gallon. Come into our showroom to view the colors and let's beautify our surroundings. Global sales and distribution, lot 140B, Quamina Street, opposite King's Jewelry World between Waterloo and Carmichael Street. Look for the red front building. Telephone 504-3908 or 622-0601. Regent and Royal Paints, created for you at the most competitive price. See you soon!
The Guyana Cancer Foundation, while happy that mammogram services will be available at regional hospitals, laments the struggles persons outside of Georgetown still face in accessing medical services. Details from Jessica Calendar.
The Guyana Cancer Foundation, in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is raising funds to aid medical treatment for medically underserved and uninsured women. The Guyana Cancer Foundation has been working over the years to conduct breast cancer awareness and advocacy initiatives, support breast cancer survivors and fighters, and provide access to screening services, including mammograms and sonograms for high-risk women. With the Foundation's work focused on providing access to treatment and resources for prevention to persons who need it most, founder Bibi Hassan laments that it is still a struggle for persons in communities outside of Georgetown to receive the care they need.
It's very hard, very hard. And sometimes if you offer them to come, is they can't come, they can tell you the passage and so on and all of that, the airfare and so, you know.
Her only way of reaching many of these patients away from the coast are through medical outreaches. These outreaches are held throughout the year, but is not enough to provide consistent care to persons in need of medical treatment.
Yesterday I hosted one for the teachers union executive body, the women's executive body in St. Cuthbert's Mission at the health center.
The Ministry of Health recently announced that regional hospitals will soon be equipped with mammogram machines as part of several improvements in services for breast cancer patients in Guyana. Hassan says this service would greatly benefit persons in more remote communities.
Places like that, they need a mammogram machine. So it will help people in those areas that can't come to Georgia and they got to catch a plane. Remember, Port Kaichim, you got to catch a plane to come, you know.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention defines breast cancer as a disease in which cells in the breast grow out of control. It can lead to lumps in the breast or underarm, armpit, thickening or swelling, irritation or dimpling of breast skin, redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or the breast, pulling in of the nipple or pain in the nipple area, nipple discharge other than breast milk, including blood, any change in the size or shape of the breast, or pain in any area of the breast. Reporting for MTV's News Update, Jessica Calendar.
Eldorado Offshore on Monday joins in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the hosting of a health fair to raise awareness and promote screening for breast cancer. More in this report. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with Eldorado Offshore, on Monday hosted a health fair in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Employee Relations Coordinator Talia Wilson said the event was geared towards sensitizing the public about screening for breast cancer. The screening conducted were breast examination and visual inspection with acetic acid VIA.
We wanted to sensitize persons on the checks that they can do to ensure they check for lumps in the breast. And we thought, why not make it a big initiative and have additional services provided to the public, right? We at Eldorado Offshore, we're very strong in giving back to the community. And we thought it best to collaborate with the ministry, and we have about 8 different services provided today.
Free health services were also offered, inclusive of dental care, optometry, as well as vaccination for COVID, HPV, yellow fever, and mumps and measles. The National AIDS Program Secretariat also conducted HIV and STI testing. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to raise awareness about the impact of breast cancer. Several activities were held throughout the month to raise awareness about the deadly disease. More news coming up after the break.
Since 1985 we've been around, serving the nation is so much fun. Every customer's number one. Alien Sons at Movie Town. More products, more variety, spacious shopping and a helpful team. Website and delivery, we're so proud to be Guyanese.
Alien Sons, always happy to serve you. Come visit our new location at Movie Town as we bring you a premium shopping experience and a bigger product line to meet your everyday needs.
Hi, my name is Jalen Softly, and I'm very excited to have GT&T set up this fiber cable. As you can see, I'm young, so I'll be using this Wi-Fi, this internet, to be doing my everyday browsing and searching and, you know, just my homework and assignments, playing games, watching YouTube, you know, the regular stuff. I really enjoy this service. I think it's extremely great, and you also have like the free minutes. So for that, you know, if you're in trouble, you call your parents or someone.
Why you minding me business? I noticed you yesterday, you're there watching. Today you're there here again. Why you minding my business? I fed up your nosy self.
Yeah, baby, I just love your windows.
Why you bad eyeing me window? Like your house single window? What kind of window really in your house?
I got some old louvers windows that I need to change.
Louvers! People still got louvers window. Girl, I let you in for a secret, right? Beeson got a special deal right now. You go down there, you buy 10 window, you get a free bathroom window. Oh, for the love of God, throw away them louvers window and go down to Beeson and modernize.
Beeson Windows and Doors, serving Guyana with the highest quality windows for your home, office, or commercial building.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
Cheryl, girl, you won't believe. Sorry, I'm interrupting y'all.
Marla, I'm here taking the census.
Girl, you done got a husband already, huh?
Miss, I am a census taker, going door to door so that everyone can be interviewed and counted in the National Census 2022.
What is the census though?
Well, the Population and Housing Census is a count of the population and all the buildings every 10 years.
Getting counted transforms an entire nation.
From Region 1 to Region 10.
You know what? I believe our village needs a health center.
I think it needs some roads too. You see the man boots out there, how it's full of mud, eh?
That's why I'm asking Mrs. Da Silva a few questions from our questionnaire. We record the answers, and then the data is used to help shape the future of the country.
Oh, so the two y'all not...
Oh, gosh.
We counted.
Fibertech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing, and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes, and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
You are tuned to MTV's News Update. A woman was on Monday committed to stand trial at the High Court in Essequibo by Magistrate Assam for the unlawful killing of her elderly lover. The preliminary inquiry into the manslaughter charge against Radha Sukwa was conducted at the Charity Magistrates Court. The charge alleged that Sukwa on August 3, 2018 at Grand Morris Delight, Lower Pomeroon River, unlawfully killed 73-year-old Yodarine called Russian. She is being represented by attorney-at-law Moti Singh, while the case was prosecuted by attorney-at-law Bernard Da Silva. The alleged killer remains on $400,000 bail pending the hearing and determination of her trial. According to media reports, at about 20 hours on the day in question, Sukwa and her partner had a heated argument after he accused her of infidelity. The woman had told police that Deonarine pulled a knife on her as they scuffled. She said that he also had a gun, and during the scuffle, she pulled the trigger, shooting him in the abdomen. The 73-year-old man died on his way to the Oscar Joseph Hospital at Charity. We now take a look at tips for healthy living.
Top 10 medical causes of death in Guyana. Number 10. Cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a condition in which your liver is scarred and permanently damaged. Scar tissue replaces healthy liver tissue and prevents your liver from working normally. As cirrhosis gets worse, your liver begins to fail. What causes cirrhosis? Drinking too much alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption is a risk factor for cirrhosis. Being overweight. Being obese increases your risk of conditions that may lead to cirrhosis, such as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. Having viral hepatitis. Not everyone with chronic hepatitis will develop cirrhosis, but it's one of the world's leading causes of liver disease. What are the symptoms of cirrhosis? Cirrhosis often has no signs or symptoms until liver damage is extensive. When signs and symptoms do occur, they may include fatigue, easy bleeding or bruising, loss of appetite, nausea, swelling in your legs, feet or ankles, weight loss, itchy skin, yellow discoloration in the skin or eyes, also known as jaundice, confusion, drowsiness, and slurred speech. Doctors don't have specific treatments that can cure cirrhosis. However, they can treat many of the diseases that cause cirrhosis. Treating the underlying causes of cirrhosis may keep your cirrhosis from getting worse and may help prevent liver failure. If you have cirrhosis, you should eat a healthy, well-balanced diet. Talk with your doctor, a dietitian, or nutritionist about healthy eating. Avoid foods and drinks that can cause damage to your liver, such as shellfish and alcohol. In other words, please cut back on the rum. Thank you.
The ISG and MTV's sport update comes up after the break. Stay tuned.
Are you running around looking for construction materials? Well, run down to Lens for affordable, high-quality building supplies. We have the widest range of grade A floor and wall tiles in any shape, size, and designs. And all types of ceramics, porcelain glazed, and full-body porcelain. We stock the largest collection of large format tiles. Check out our porcelain slabs as big as 10 feet by 4.5 feet. Add a bit of elegance with our large range of decorative molding. Our line of PPG paints will give you vibrant colors that won't fade. With our wall and ceiling gypsum system, it's light, durable, and fast. So come down to Lens at 136 Sheriff Street, which is next to Buddy's and Pizza Hut, for that 31 years of Lens quality.
It happens. Your septic tank is full. All the waste from your toilet goes into your septic tank through the sewage line. When your tank is full, the two most common indicators are an overflowing tank and an overflowing toilet. It is recommended that Sevon's Waste Management empty your septic tank every 2 to 3 years to avoid any embarrassment. And before you can say, shh, it's gone. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
Live your fantasy at Fantasy Gaming Lounge. Win big daily. Millions in cash prizes every week. Now located at Giftland Mall, Fantasy Gaming Lounge, the best bet in town.
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, Feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority has employed the services of rangers, and we're kindly asking you, the members of the public, for your full cooperation as we seek to bring order and semblance to communities under our management. Our rangers are responsible for the monitoring of schemes for contravention under the Town and Country Planning Act and agreement of sales issued to allottees, responding appropriately to reports made by members of the public or allottees in schemes where there are illegal activities in contravention of the CHMPA's policies and the Town and Country Planning Act, to undertake investigations into report on the misuse of the roads, squatting, animal nuisance and dumping of garbage and derelict vehicles in schemes, issue notices for illegal construction and letters regarding penalties to be paid for the storage of materials on the roads within our schemes. Our rangers will be properly identifiable at all times, as they have all been outfitted with the agency's badge. From time to time, they will be in your community, so in order for them to function effectively and better serve you, your cooperation is needed.
A message from the Central Housing and Planning Authority.
At Decor and Gift Gallery, we have comfortable and unique living room suites. Check out our bonded leather sofa or three-piece recliner set and much more. Or pick a lovely dining room set to match your home setting. Whatever is your style, we've got it. Shop your living room or dining room sets at Decor and Gift Gallery today.
Over the years, ISG has been providing all sectors across Guyana with quality products and outstanding customer service. Proud distributor of NP and Ultra lubricants, engineered for tropical conditions. International trucks and parts, leading the change. SEM Machinery, a Caterpillar brand. SKF bearings and mounted products. Napa batteries. Tide power generators. Discover the greatest source of power. Industrial Supply of Guyana Inc. The best opportunity to make the right choice.
Action in the MVP futsal tournament heats up as teams lock in the second week of the tournament at the National Gymnasium over the weekend.
Kicking off the women's category of the tournament, Fruta Conquerors, Guyana Defense Force, Police, and Avocado Ballers were able to earn wins when they took to court on Saturday. The opening match saw Fruta being able to pick up 2 goals to 1 win over Tiger Bay, thanks to a double from Sandra Johnson. Fruta in the encounter, after going 1-0 down through a Shania Easton strike in the 5th minute, responded with efforts from Johnson in the 10th and 13th minutes, which proved to be enough to earn Fruta Conquerors the win. In match 2 of the evening, GDF outgunned Herstelling to comfortably earn a 5-1 win over their opponents. Odessa Rome's first-minute strike gave GDF the early lead. However, Herstelling were able to draw level in the 5th thanks to a goal from Jasmine Prasad. In the end, that was all Herstelling could muster as GDF dominated the rest of the match, scoring their next 4 goals with Anastasia Horshan, Abiola Haywood, and a double Kendra Williams, all finding themselves on the score sheet. A late goal from Alia Allen in the 20th minute proved crucial as Police were able to squeeze past GT Panthers 2-1 in their matchup, while the final clash of the evening saw Alicia Headley's 10th minute strike was enough to earn the Avocado Ballers a 1-0 win over Santos. Meanwhile, in the men's Stabrook Ballers, Sophia, Future Stars, Gold is Money, and Back Circle were all able to grab victories in the matchups.
The Guyana Police Force defeated the Guyana Defense Force in a nail-biting final game of the Command-in-Chief Inter-Services T20 cricket tournament that was played on Saturday at the Police Sports Club ground in Georgetown. The GDF team was sent in to bat first and posted a total of 134 for 8 off their 20 over. However, the Police Force only managed to tie the game, reaching 134 in the 20th over. With the score tied, the match needed a super over to determine the winners of the encounter. Batting first, the police force team were only able to score 7 runs in a super over, but the defense of the total got the better of GDF to earn the win. In attendance to witness the match were President Dr. Finale, Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips, Commissioner of Police Clifton Aiken, and Chief of Staff of the Ghana Defence Force, Mr. Godfrey Bess. Grove High Tech was crowned the winners of the East Bank Football Association League following their victory over Timeri Panthers on Sunday at the Ghana Football Federation's National Training Centre.
With both teams coming off hard-fought penalty shootout wins in their semi-final clashes, Grove High Tech and Timeri Panthers entered Sunday's encounter focused on putting a strong performance in the match. Grove took the lead early after finding the back of the net in the 6th minute off the boot of Jonathan Bailey. Panthers leveled the score in the 15th thanks to Tyrone Burnett's strike. However, both teams would struggle to seize control in the match after failing to capitalize on several chances at goal to end the first half at 1 apiece. The second half, Grove sought to dominate the encounter as they took the attack to Timeri, getting the eventual breakthrough to regain the lead thanks to Darren McPherson in the 55th minute. Timeri, despite putting up a valiant effort, tried their best to once again level the match, but were unable to get the prevail, with the final nail in the coffin being placed in the 90th minute by Grove's Randy Smart to earn his side 3-1 win when the final whistle was blown. Meanwhile, in the third-place playoffs, Suzdike Falcons held their nerves in the penalty shootout to defeat Agricola Red Triangle. The two teams, after failing to break the deadlock before the end of regulation, needed to determine the winners of the clash from spot kicks. In the end, Falcons converted 4 of their penalties, while Red Triangle only managed 2, handing Suzdike team the third-place trophy.
That brings us to the end of Sport Update, which was brought to you with the kind compliments of ISG. More after the break.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
And that brings down the curtain on tonight's newscast. But before we go, here's a reminder of our top stories. Agri-Ministry to address conflict between rice and cattle farmers. Woman to stand trial for unlawfully killing older lover. And in sport, police force defeat GDF in nail-biting inter-services cricket final. The Qatar podcast tomorrow at 6:30. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, where the news can be viewed live at 19:30. You can also check out our website at mtvgy.com for these and other stories. On behalf of our news and technical teams, Sandy Ramutar saying stay safe and goodbye for now.